This innovative course design helps students meet all learning outcomes because the content is clear and built in manageable segments that are aligned with very specific learning objectives. The learning outcomes and materials presented are built in a logical progression throughout the course. The instructional strategies used throughout this course vary and provide students with the knowledge, skills, and dispositions needed to be able to work with different types of learners and families and assist them in developing and mastering emerging literacy skills. So many different innovative technological tools are used throughout the course in order to provide all students with different types of learning tools. The first one that I would like to share with you is called the EduCreations app or websites. Students can use either or. And for these specific assignments, they need to use this app in order to explain the difference between phonological awareness, phonemic awareness, and phonics. And here is an example of one of these assignments.
Sky, the clouds, and the rivers as a sense of metaphor. So let me explain why. Phonological awareness is like the sky because just like the sky, it is very broad and over all sounds. So basically, phonological awareness is the broad and overall things, overall sounds. This is that you're acknowledging that sound exists, whether it's just a tap, like just a tap, or whether you hear a ping, whether you hear somebody mumbling, or you hear a hum, or whatever it may be. It's the acknowledgement or the awareness that sound exists, whether it be a tongue twister, whatever you hear. Phonological awareness is the idea that sound exists. Now, when I think of phonemic awareness, I think of the clouds. I think of them being some sort of machines that are playing or working with the smallest units of sound, phonemes. So you are playing and manipulating sounds. So, for instance, mat, you therefore blended because you sounded out each sound and put all the sounds together to make a word. So for instance, let's say ch, up. Say you change the ch to an F, L, and you keep the up, you get flop.
Another innovative technological tool that you use in this course is called the sock puppets, and it's basically an app. And what students need to do is they are exploring standardized testing on young children. They need to find and read an article about standardized testing and young children online. Then they have to read the article reflective on the following questions. How does the article view standardized testing with young children? And then, does it take a critical, supportive, or neutral view? After this reflection, they need to use the Sock Puppet app to create their own puppet show and to share their explanation for using standardized testing with young children. And here is an example.
Hello. Hi, what are we going to be talking about today? Today we're going to be talking about standardized testing on young children. I've heard that's a pretty controversial topic. You're right, it is. Most teachers want to end standardized testing, but some people want to know if their children's education is working, so that's why standardized testing is still a thing. Why is standardized testing so negative? Well, it's not that it's negative, it's just that it takes away from other things that can be done in the classroom, and it is seen as disruptive because they're teaching just for the standardized test. It also puts a lot of pressure on young children knowing that they have to pass this test at the end of the year. I can imagine, especially for young children.
So this was another example, and what they have to do at the end, they have to upload their video onto their Facebook account or Instagram if they have one, and share it with their professor. Another innovative technological tool used in this classroom is the online graph maker created by Plotty Chart Studio. Students have to create a scatter plot, basically a graph, a visual that helps teachers and administrators and other members of the school to take a look at how students are performing in their classrooms just by looking at this scatter plot. So students are given directions on how to use this tool. They're given specific scores, in this case VPK scores, and they have to use these scores and plot them into this website. And the directions are very, very simple, and they then create their scatter plot, and they can take a look at how their students did in reading and in math, and which ones are doing well, and which ones are doing well in math, which ones are doing well in reading, and which ones are doing well in all of them. The last innovative technological tool that I would like to share with you, there are many more, but this is the last one. It's the Dialogue Toolkit Discussion Rubric. Students are required to provide feedback to their peers using this innovative discussion rubric that requires them to analyze in depth their peers' assignments and to provide constructive feedback using a specific rubric. So what they need to do is they first need to share what they appreciate and value in either their presentation or anything they have shared, a comment, an assignment. Then they need to probe for more details. They have to ask questions that will help them give a better sense of their peers' perspective. They have to take a type or phrase or a sentence, a little snip of their peers' assignment, and they have to ask a question about it. Then they have to reflect back, what do they hear them saying? Am I really understanding what they're trying to say? Then they have to make a connection between something in their presentation and their own experience, feelings, or interests. And then the last thing is to extend. So they need to describe how the presentation or the assignment from their peer extending their thoughts in new directions and gave them a new perspective. Thank you.